Alright. What will we find? That's the question. I do want to go through things a little bit more. I'm definitely a fan of the Marvel sigils compared to the Marvel sigil to the Cold For Amulet of Intervention. Yeah, but that's the thing, it's Cold For. Not meant to be anything other than just the foiling on top of it. I mean, heck, if these were just cold foils with alternative art, I think that'd be more acceptable. It's just, again, the slots. Cold foils were the prime thing to pull. Then they slowly degrade over time, just because equipment bloats, and then they became this lackluster thing to pull. So then in comes Marvels, and then Marvels. No, the Marvel from Everfest is just bravo. Yeah. So then in comes Marvels with Uprising, right? Again, Fab 2.0 push, big change, big introduction of them, showcasing something exciting, and they were definitely exciting, and I still think that should have been the standard for Marvels. Then you get Dynasty, slightly less, right? A few sets later, you get Angels. Then you get again, equipment for Bright Lights. The Codexes, fantastic as well. Again, in terms of alternative art and actually showcasing what the card is primarily, fantastic. And then you get Heavy Hitters, which was just Heroes, which I think was also fun, right? Again, they're cutting out the history products, so the Heroes are decent. Again, it's something everyone wants. There's kind of less bloat about it than equipment, so I would still put it higher than Marvel equipment, but lower than the Dragons or Angels or the Codexes. And then we get Young Heroes, and that's a whole nother problem because, again, they're wishy-washiness about Blitz and whatnot. And then we get Mistveil, starting to see bloat, and now we get Rosetta, even more bloat, and it's just, they'll just have to introduce another big thing because they've heavily diminished the value of the Marvel slot. Because again, it's not that everything, evens out. The Marvel heroes aren't any more desirable than previous. You just have this big, immense skewing, again, to do with playability. Right, that's why the Sigil of Brilliance is so high, because the draw in Oslo is just insane, right? But anyway, spiel over. Let's see what we pull. Oh, I do like this. I think it's kind of stupid, though, that it's just for the Sanctuary of Aria. Worth noting, of a case and a half, I've so far pulled one hero. Right? One adult hero. So, I don't know, it feels like they could have evened it out a little bit more. I feel like the amount of Sanctuaries you get is probably a little great. I don't know the one per 8. Well, it should be, technically shouldn't it be 1 in 8, right? Because it's 8 per duo. Maybe it is 1 in 8. It feels a bit more common than 1 in 8. You've definitely stuck the adult heroes on the other side of the big art cards. Nonetheless, we'll also try and collect them. I haven't finished any characters. Florian is the closest. Bulk. I don't even... I'll keep equipment. 2 rares, and then 4 rare. I also haven't read many of the cards, so do forgive me. We will be doing this slightly slow. Defense reaction, 0 for 3, and then banish 2 cards, it gets +1, right? So, as Verdance or Florian, right, you're just trying to get to 8, correct? Or 4 for the other one. I don't even know where to put... I need more space on my desk. And all the decomposed elements are sort of your only way to banish cards, right? Art, token, equipment. That'll do, and it'll probably end up annoying me. Save my pack, craft, play limit. Yeah, that's the other... Again, really good elements of all the shifts that Alice have been making. The prime focus on boxes being to play with and to draft is fantastic, right? But again, it's one of those things where they've introduced it a little preemptively, because we do have the new things coming out later on. They're not here yet. So you're sort of deterring the crowd, and once you break spending habits, it's a bit harder to sort of reform them, even if, again, whatever the new products are, is it Soul class focus or something like that? I haven't looked too much into it. To get people back on board with that. Not only that, but also, again, whatever the cycle is for them. I think a supplemental set for collectors, and then you jam that pack full of Marvels or something. But yeah, 2 back to 2 core and 2 and 1 supplemental. Something like that. Right, supplemental in the middle of the year when, you know, people are most busy, and then the 2 normal sets around the 2 holiday periods. Current funnel. We're going to say channel funnel. Anyway, the last action card you play this turn was Lightning. This and the next action card you play gets to go again. It's definitely a great combo piece. Not combo piece, great, just aggro piece, right? 0 cost, 3 block on a blue, extra 2 damage, plus then giving something big. The crazy stuff you can do with Aurora, right? They've, obviously, Briar, big issue was the amount of big cards and what you could do with Earth, and they've just given so much free go again like this to take big things. There's, I mean, Electromagnetic Somersault as well. Resetting a high cost card rather than a low cost card is pretty crazy. As our first M, which I just have a pile for. There we go. Alright, and then a common cold foil. Oh, another piece. See, back to back, already 2 macros. If one of them was an adult hero, maybe? Yeah, by Riptide. Maybe. There's still not a critical mass of traps. But I do enjoy the fact that he has the most card advantage out of everyone with all the pruning, right? Because his is still free. No contention of attacking. Commons, Twinkle Toes, Earthform, Nada, and a Harvest Season. Dawn Gold Foil, Rare. And then tokens. I've already messed stuff up. You know what? I'm just going to put all the commons and tokens together. They'll go in the box anyway. Now, this chess piece is also of interest to me. I wish it wasn't just Runeblade. Because there'd be utility, right, in Illusionist. There'd be utility in... I doubt you'd still take it over some of the other stuff, but being able to destroy an aura on... or an aura of your own, right, on command, is actually quite a nice effect in some heroes. Obviously, it's made primarily for the sigils. Vantage Point, and bind the pen, and a fry. And then we got another Sanctuary piece, another art piece as well. We'll count how many we get in a box, because again, I do feel like they're slightly overprinted. And it feels like they've reduced the adult heroes to compensate. Heaven's Claw, reprint, there's the equipment. Alright, Sigil of the Arcanite. See, again, this being, you know, on top of an altar. Like, as in you're doing some ritual to summon it. Ah, see, even that. That utility effect, being able to destroy Frailty, Inertia, or Bloodpox. Again, got it. I got it in Cold Foil, so I'm a bit biased. In fact, I think I got 2 in Cold Foil. But it does seem like quite the nice utility effect if it was open to a lot more people. Shame. But yeah, so again, this compared to the static Starry Night background. You just, you know, change the angle, put it up a bit, have the altar by the text box so all the writing's still legible. It just feels like, to me, they could frame them better. And hand bind the pen, and more tokens. Flash of Brilliance. Same thing. There's a lot of the specific equipment that I think I would have liked to see opened up. But then again, it does the whole... Oh, now, I think it's right before, though. The issue of, you know, future design, when stuff like that's in play. Aether Bindings of the Third Age. Now, this I do like. Because it's just Wizard, and it is kind of ridiculous if they... as long as they continue with the sigils. There. So, instant, destroy this until the end of turn. Also, I should probably look at the screen, not the card. Although, God, my eyesight is too horrible to see it zoomed in. I'm going to read here. Screw you. Until the end of turn, whenever an aura permanent you control with sigil in its name leaves the arena, amp 1. So, obviously with all the cut draw, you know, there's no way to funnel a bunch of amp into this with the destruction effect, unless you're lightning. So I have to see what they make in the future, but still, I think this is probably one of the top ones. I think lightning has some of the best setups. I mean, heck, just, you know, this on Veridance with a handful of what sigil? Farandel, I think it is, the life gain one, right? So each of them does 2 and you gain 1 life. Not crazy, but, you know, pretty interesting. Probably has the most growth. Again, depending wholeheartedly on whether or not they stick with sigils. If sigils is just the flavor of Rosetta. We also have this up for a reason, right? We might as well look at what the rainbow foil is. On the first page, that's what we like to see. So, no sales yet? Is it really too early? It hasn't been a week since the set's out. I guess none of this is useful. There's no pre-sales either? Oh, is Fab slowing down on TCG? Oh well. What is it? Gold Fall is at 61, so I'd say $20? 20 to 30, probably? Probably about $20. Runehold release. I mean, why not just reprint Vexing Quillhand? Right? That's the feel I get from that. And then Arcane Seeds and Life. Save the Thoughts. Shuffle up to 1 non-attack action card from your graveyard into your deck. Create a Ponder token. 2 cost and a Wizard instant. I need to look into how much Ponder you can make. So I'd like a 10-foot tall build that circumvents the intellect reduction by Ponder tokens. I'm curious how big that is. Cool, and a plan for the worst. Again, I think should have been another instant, or yeah, no, just an instant, right? That would have been a super powerful instant as a trap. Because again, they get around it because of the arsenal. So it's basically just fetch a trap. You just trade 1 card to see your opponent's hand, and you know, maybe destroy something in the arsenal. Not super exciting to me. Or if you could gain card advantage with it, then my tune would probably change. But obviously, not the direction LSS is heading. Bit of second thoughts. What is the effect of the generic armor? Also, all this, because I do know the imagery at least, not the effects, definitely just looks like should have been, you know, an Everfest set. Which obviously, Everfest is near Rosetta. But that aside, prevent the next 1 damage that will be dealt to you this turn. Activate this only if you've been dealt damage this turn. I was hoping for some sort of arcane interaction. Blast to Oblivion. Sigil Returner. Again, you know, you take all 9 in Oslo. You could probably end up stacking it so you could just chain these together with Sigil of Brilliance. Because that's the easiest way to combo, right? You just play, you have 2 Sigil of Brilliance, or you have Sigil of Brilliance or something else. Just play this, Sigil, play this, Sigil, play this, Sigil. And you keep drawing. And that could be a nice win condition if you just pitch them all away. Obviously the red is a bit more difficult. What are you? You're a rare. You're all M. Nolan Shock. Oh, there's also a lot of Majestics in this set where I go and look at some of the rares, and or maybe the rare should have been Majestic. But then again, you know, they couldn't do the multiple colors. And then just a common. There's very much a lot of text cards for the Majestic slot. Grounded is the Earth. That's prevent 2 damage this turn. Activate only if there are 4 more. So basically just a straight up better than the generic slot. Call to the Grave, also an interesting card. depending on how much search we get. The problem is, right, taking this to find this to then get rid of something, the 2 block really, really wrecks it. If it was 3 block, it'd be fine to just leave in your deck. You know, you get early, you get to put something in the grave that will be of benefit. But until then, it's a problem. So without search, I don't think it's that great of a Majestic. Unless it had 3 block. Alright. Another Bloodtorn Bodice. It's nice looking too. Armor piece. Sigil of Temporal Manipulation. Bash top card of your deck if a non-attack action card, if it's a non-attack, you may play it as an instant. So basically draw. Oh, I'll draw plus go again, actually. You know, there's probably a better combo with Oslo, Blast Oblivion in this. The non-attack action card, so you can't hit Blast Oblivion. But you could probably... Oh! Okay. Let's just finish our discussion first. What cards can you hit with this? Well, probably why they go over the other tome. Tome of Duplicity, though, but it helps. I mean, this into anything with Lightning Greaves is just action point generation, which makes it really nice. I still think the best use of the action point generation from Lightning Greaves is probably just a big deck. You just go tall as either Aurora or Oslo, with some Arcane to finish it off. Comet Storm and Shock. Also a rare. Strength of the 4 Seasons. And then... Cold Foil. Cold Foil, Will of the Arcana. Any issues with that? Looks kinda good. It might be crazy, but it looks a little off center from the 2 edges. Still, alright. Cold Foil Fable. We take those. Legendary, you can only have 1. Yeah, when this is pitched, amp 1. I think that's fairly decent, right? Very equivalent to Arcanite Shard. Does Arcanite Shard get played? I suppose that's the better way to look at it. I feel like if it wasn't Wizard only. But Oslo definitely plays this. Oh. These are the slim fit sleeves. That is bad. Also slim fit. Yeah, they're both enough. Why do I have 2 of the same? Assume this packet is the normal ones. Yes. More or less, but that also feels stressed. God, I need to organize better. That should be correct. Although actually it's Fable, so I will put it in an inner sleeve. I'm going to take it out. And put it straight into a stat protector. Looks like that pack is just unopened. That's the top. And there we go. Well, I don't have to worry about collecting that Fable. Where to leave it though? I don't really have room. Up there. So we definitely pulled well. It's funny because so mainly I opened with my partner, and we did not have a good first case and a half. Which is like, of course, the one that you take to open on stream is going to be much better. Another Aurora piece. Pop the bubble. Deal 1. If this deals 1 more, destroy an aura permanent. And count your blessings. So you can take 9 count your blessings. You can take 9 sigils of solace. You can take... there was another arcane polarity. was the other life gain one, right? If you dealt arcane damage this turn. So the question is, how quickly can you put 8 cards into your bash zone as Veridance to then go nuts with these? And I thought Poison the Well was going to be this great counter, and then I reread it and remembered or realized that it's just one instance of life gain instead of a turn of life gain. So then, you know, a loss of 3. Cool. I mean, Count Your Blessings obviously has a much higher impact, but you can probably get around it, and it's not that impactful. Poison the Well is definitely great. I don't know if I'd go so far as huge. I mean, it is instant, right? So you can play it once they have the most life gain effect. Problem is, it's just you've got 3 Poison the Wells that you have to find, compared to the enormous amount of life gain that they've given. Yeah. So it's instant, so you can still hit their biggest thing. My fear is just that there is more than enough life gain to just outcompete it anyway. Because you're losing an attack slot, you're losing a pitchable to play this as well. In fact, that almost kind of seems better, my outlook. Because, you know, depending on what hits, say it averages out to a 3. Poison Well, you just have to pitch to the end. But that's just if you're trying to stop Count Your Blessings, no? Which I suppose, yeah, if you hold the timing. Still just feels like you can definitely outcompete it for life. But I suppose the price doesn't lie, right? The fact that it's ramping up. Should not have been a rare. Another set. I mean, this on a Majestic in just the red slot still, I think, would have been decent. Overkill. We'll see if anything gets banned. Because there's a lot of cards that conform to the, you know, the new speed that they're trying to hit with the meta. And then there's some that probably go a bit extreme. Blade Release, Lightning Form. Now, when this hits, great embodiment of Lightning Token. It's not a great card. And Glyph Overlay, I still find this a bit... I mean, in Veridance, it seems really good, right? So if you deal 0 or more, gain 1 life, then shuffle all permanents you control. I feel like maybe it should have been 2x, because outside of combo, you know, how many sigils are you actually going to have up? And then Overflow the Aether Cell, which this, and there's another common too that's really good, right? There's one that's Draw 2, and this one's Gain 2 resources. So deal 2, and then if it deals more than 2. I do like the fact that they've stuck with Surge. Surge is a cool effect. Gain 2. Obviously the draw is significantly better. Don't know if you're that resource starved. I also just realized we've done 1 box in 40 minutes. We should probably pick it up. Alright. Blah, blah, blah. Save thoughts. Nada. Although this was probably the best box in the case. Having a Rainfall Owl and a Cold War Fable. Smash up. When this hits hero, turn a card in their arsenal face up, then banish attack action card from their arsenal. And good amount of arsenal disruption. Snuffed out. When this hits hero, you may destroy an aura you control. If you do, they discard a card. I mean, I love the alternative use for Rune Chant tokens. I'm gonna Riptide this Veridance right now. I mean, the nice thing is, yeah, you do just obviously pitch everything away, get through the arcanes, and then you just clap back. there's no way for her to see the arcane gear, right? I'm trying to think. You take, you know, an average deck, have 8 pitchables in hand, 8 to 10. Yeah, she definitely can't do that much with the arcane. There are definitely ways to, you know, ramp it up. Hit the high notes. Nope. Another sanctuary card. We're already at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start the game with this in the arena when playing. But I think that's their first misstep. Right, so you start with 1 on each board. Yeah, amp it up, literally. I feel like they could have got away with 1 per grouping, right? Because destroy this at the beginning of the end phase. Does it really need to be on the aggressors board? I suppose there are enough damage that you could throw out as the defendant. But still, right? Just 1 shared between both. And just change it to the second end phase. Or there's some way to word it. Either way, right? There should be 6 a box. We'll see if we get any more. Nada, nada, nada. Common. You got 20 damage hand right now. Gain polarity, there we go. Gain 1, and then if you dealt, gain X more. Imagine if that wasn't instead. Shock and burn up. Oh! Another expansion slots. Gust Wave of the Second Wind. If Surging Strike was the last attack of this combat chain, this gets go again. I mean, it's okay. Still not fantastic. Does not make up for what they've cut, obviously. And I have lost the stacks again. Because Smash Up's not a foil. Yeah, Smash Up's not a foil. And 2 res. Equipment. Digital Cycles. Heck, with the discard card. Does this have a Marvel? It has to be the worst Marvel one, right? But even again, this being cut into a crop field. Compared to, I'm guessing, if it does have a Marvel, just on a generic background. And also, that's another thing I noticed, right? The extra sanctuaries on the Ponder token. So it definitely feels like they've printed too many. The ratio's off. I mean, they probably want to guarantee that everyone gets one when drafting. There should be enough overflow anyway, as long as it's, you know, exactly 6 box. 222, yeah, 222. Digital Cycles, yeah. So again, you have the actual artwork that frames it properly, being cut into a crop field. And then you have the other one it's pasted on top of, I assume it's still a crop field, but it kind of looks like a desert. Oh, and there we go, another sanctuary. Eternal Inferno. This I do want to try out. See what you can do with it. The Surge, if it deals more than 4, you may play it again, basically. And, you know, it loops infinitely, so as long as you have an amp 1 effect. The problem is the cost 1, right? But again, any card that can stay in your hand, quote unquote, right? So you can still play it is fantastic. Because this with a draw engine, even a slight one. I have to mess around with that. Aurora piece, we're actually getting mostly Aurora. For the art pieces. Hold focus, destroy this amp 1, go again. Again, the other's significantly better. And then junk. Pop the bubble. We already read that one. Little Sanctuary, Embodiment of Earth, And Just a common. Alright, lucky last two. We have the bubble again. Come of Fall, Blossoming Decay, and Veridance's Centerpiece. Lucky last for the first box. Condemned to the Slaughter. Next Runeblade attack gets +3. You may destroy an aura you could do. Each opponent destroys an aura permanent they control. The problem is all the auras are still leave, right? The destruction effects against the new heroes is not that great. As compared to, obviously, the straight up discard. Second Strike. I do like. I like the artwork for this too. There's some... I almost was going to say this was Aurora. I'm trying to get myself a bubble. I didn't notice the beard. I was going to say there's some normalized looking artwork, but no. Alright, so there we go. First box down. Decent amount of stuff to show from it. Again, the macro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? 8 plus the Ponder token, so call it probably 10. Definitely overprinted. No adult heroes either, right? It's like they want them to not be a couple cents. Weird. Hopefully one day they realize. And we get a proper slew of easy, accessible adult heroes right from the get-go. I don't know why I put a token over there. Alright, I do want to readjust. These were the pulls from old. So I might as well add them to the pile. There's cold foils. There's the legendary. And then these are all the M's. Decent chunk of M's. Keep the rare foils. The other two are not that necessary. So, good pulls. Majestics. Go 4 rares. 4 commons. Normal rares. And then everything else is junk. Stick the artwork down there. Alright. Let's see if we can get through the second one a little bit faster. I do hope Riptide shines in this meta, right? Because obviously the arcane stuff, and I feel favors him a little bit more than Zalia. Mind blank. And you just bide your time, and then, as you were saying, fish, you just go nuts with a big arrow turn. In that sense, are you running the expense slot card at all? Heck, are you even running that heavy of a trap deck? Dude, there's the equipment. Alright, it's junk. Res. Gold 4 common. Oh, the somersaults. And already an art piece. Not the new one yet. Yeah. I don't think it will be used. I think, you know, compared to just using an arrow to pressure the same effect, or even just generating inertia? I think it's inertia. Is better. Rare, and God. Why you don't reorganize midway? Nada. Nada. And a whole much more nada. Kind of super good versus the new wizards, though. Yeah, I can see that. I sell the whole aspect of finding 2 specific traps a bit short. Because that is definitely useful as well. Machinations of Damnation. The next Runeblade attack action card you play a stone gets overpower. You've played or created an aura this turn, this gets go again. And if. So 0 for go again and overpower. But instead of the non-attack action card, it's just create an aura. Which is kind of good. Yeah, I think that's a really good M. And especially for Shadow, who, you know, need the extenders slightly. Where is normal rares? I've screwed up again. Here we are. Nada and nada. Sigil of Ferendale. Gain 1 life. I'm glad they put 2 block on that. There's Runaways. Smash Up, Lightning Form, and another piece. I think, no. I need Veridance's feet. Not Veridance, Florian's feet. I think that's the only piece I'm missing for him. It is fun. Collect the giant art. That was a nice little touch. Now, if only it had all the hero effects, right? And you could, like, sticky tape them together and bring it to events. I mean, I'm sure there'll still be people who do that, even without the text on it. Oh, hold on, let's go to 2. Blessings, nada, nada. I like TCG play is kind of a waste. You just move the camera down more. Count your blessings. Oh, channel Lightning Valley. Which I think only comes in the extended art, which is kind of an interesting choice. But I don't know how I feel about this. Going into it, I thought the draw would be fantastic. But then the first time you deal damage to an opposing hero each turn, which means, you know, this has to be the first thing you do in a turn if you want to utilize more of them. No, it should be easy to prolong it, I guess. It's still just free tempo. It's a good card. Probably just not as good as what I was hoping it would be. Oil junk. That's not bad. Right in front of us too. Holding at like 15 bucks. I do think either way though, Lightning will just dominate. As it stands. Glyph. Okay. So this case is loaded. So we just pulled the cold foil. Nice enough to give us a rainbow foil as well. Cool. And just give me Briar, and we'll call it a day. I do also like the artwork of this crystal. Gem, shard. What do you call it? Is it a gem? Kind of looks like a gem, right? Definitely an orb, at the very least. Okay, rare. And... Coming? Have I screwed up again? I've screwed up again. Rare. Rare. Commons go down. Oh, another art piece. Or, you know what would have been cool, actually? You get the art cards in cold foil. That would have been nuts. Don't make them, like, super hard to pull. Every now and then. They'd probably devalue the marbles. Ever so slightly. Nada. I want more 10-foot tall and bulletproof. And truce. I've not seen a single truce. Truce even that expensive yet? What comes in extended art? Good to know. But I guess not for the normal one then. On the Inferno also comes in extended art. Riz, common, and junk. Nada. Beautiful looking. I feel like they've smashed out the foils. Again, I think the set mainly helps, right? Because it's all like the real big flowy looking designs and effects that just really, really shine in Fab's, you know, don't foil everything approach. But Arcane Polarity looks nice. Rare and nothing. Lightning Rune Chant token. Which you get in big and small. I think they should do more tokens in small. They're really just easy to carry around, right? Cold foil small tokens. I feel that's doable. Depends on how the extra layer is laid on, right? Whether or not it breaks. Is that a rare? I can't tell. That is a rare. Sorry, this room is extremely dark. It is a horrible day today. Very, very overcast. And basically the room I stream in has horrible lighting. Unless it's sunny outside. That's kind of funny. In the lighting, right, the earthworm goes from green to autumn. I wouldn't call it spring, right? It definitely looks like it's autumn there. Nada. Florian's head. I don't think I need that. Probably, yeah, just do things from the back. And we can... It's easier and it should be slightly quicker. Alright. Junk. Common. And your blessings. Which also means a rare. Cool. I mean, I will take playsets of Blast of Oblivion and Somersault. I've been looking at equipment, right? We just haven't gone normal cold foil. Gauntlet and Flash. Playset of them is also going to be really good. It's such a high value card. Even if you are only getting, you know, one resource out of it after you play it. Right. Chains. Plow Under. I've not read this card. If there's 4 more Earth cards in your banish zone, this gets +4. 2 to 6. And then the Decompose effect, if you do, each hero puts a card from their arsenal on the bottom of the deck. Seems very average. So at one time, that would have been, you know, somewhat of a premium effect. Why do I feel like I'll have to go through the equipment and look for the cold foils? Veridance's dress. Must be getting close to her as well. Cold foil. Res. Again, twinning. Oh, bottom of a dress. Yeah, it must be getting pretty close though. Also having 9 pieces of Veridance. Gold foil, the blast, the glyph, and a pop of bubble. Oh, the illusionist cloak. Instant destroy this next aura. You play turn, costs 2 less to play. Comboing. That's arcane barrier though. You can say comboing in Enigma New Moon, but comboing in Enigma for Blitz. And a 3-visit setup could be interesting. Alright, lucky last in the box. Ah, there's a cold ball. Oh, no, that's some... No. No, it's always at the back. Perfect. I don't have to check the central equipment. Good to know. Germinate as well. Germinate is also a good card. So, create Rune tokens or Embodiment of Earth. Probably Rune tokens. Repeat this. Well, the fact that you get to choose... No, it says repeat. Repeat this process. So, it's still repeat the choice, right? So, you could stack up some armor and then just invest in Rune. Plus, you get the life gain as well. Ah, if only Veridance was taught something by a brother. And then Twinkle Toes as the cold foil. Meh. There we go. Alright, well, halfway through the case. An owl and 2 fables, so I think that's a winnable case, right? Regardless of what else we get. Would like a marvel. It's not another sigil of Deadwood. Where to stack it? There's some other boxes. Alright. I'll try and speed through these a little bit better. So I'd like to hold on to the foils. I probably have full sets at this point. Feels like by now I'd usually have it. I really shouldn't resort. It's going to confuse me more. I'll do. Okay. Try and do this box quickly. Back. Why don't we do it like this? I'll open and put the card down. Alright. So, it's 4 from the back, 5 from the back. Is that the equipment card? Nope, that's way too many. Token, 2 slots. Foil 2 slots. And equipment. Yeah. You don't need the equipment. Oh, God. Get rid of the tokens, and then 3 cards. Don't use this one, since we've already seen. Oh, Call of the Grave. Yeah, I'm just going to open them normally. It's going to do my head in. Probably just put the foils together, though. The junk pile becomes problematic. I want to leave my hands here in the corner, so that's where the pile goes. Alright. Somersaults. Jobs? Chorus. Focus, focus. Oh, another art piece. Rare, common, rare. Rare, common, rare. Equipment. Rares. Rare. Tokens. Now find the rhythm. Find the generics. Okay, rare. Common. Junk. I would definitely speculate on Call to the Grave. There's actually quite a few cards that just seem like they'll get better, depending on what gets printed. But I feel like we haven't gotten that many foil majestics. Vantage Point, Canyon Blessings, Common. See, first adult in 2 boxes? Right. Feels kind of bad. Again, if you're in an area with, low supply, like, I'd have to order the adult heroes online. Ugh. It just feels like they should be stock standard. Very easy to access in boxes. And yet we've opened, X amount of macros. Yeah, rare, common, unsheath. Now that's a good one. So, next sword attack's turn gets +3. and when this attacks, if it's greater than twice its base, it gets to go again, with +3, you know, being a very sizable increase too. 0 cost, 3 block. Basically an all-around just great inclusion for Warrior. The only thing that would have been, you know, slightly better is if it was a weapon. Right, you could take it in axe comps. But still, just for swords as well. Fantastic. Arcane Spike, another beautiful foil. Done. I hate looking at the mini cards. Rare. I like the idea of Meld. I hope that's the one off for the set. Earth form, another Go on the Flash. Right. Common. I think that's a playset Go on the Flash. I had a foil from yesterday. Tongue-tied. Haven't read Tongue-tied. This hits hero, turn a card. Have I read? Oh, right. There was the triad, right? Banish and non-attack, banish an action, an attack action, and banish instant card. Still an interesting set of effects. Sigil. Nada. Well, I don't think we've seen the better one, the draw 2, if it does more than X damage. Rare. Thistle Bloom. Forgive me, my eyesight is horrid. Create extra enchant tokens where X is total life gained this turn and gain 1. Yeah, so that's the worries of me. Right? Count your blessings thrice into something like this is pretty insane. But it will be fun. Do you even need it in Inheritance? Trying to think which one. No, Florian's still the better suited hero for just token generation, right? Because of his effect. But again, both of them to me, the alternative win condition is just so in your face, it makes them less fun. Burn up, rare, and second strike, and a bubble. Who else was disappointed that they didn't do anything with the bubbles? Right? Oh well. Another sanctuary. Those who don't know what I'm referring to. When the crack bubbles first came out, they got slightly more crack. And everyone thought, it was going to grow into something one day. I mean, Rosetta would have been the perfect set to do just that, right? With the nature theme. Last to Oblivion, again, because of all the lightning streaks, just fantastic in foil. And then the Rosetta card. Also, kind of a weird inclusion, right? When I see stuff like this, just, are you giving me this instead of an adult hero? Okay. 24 marbles, 5 legendaries. Yeah, I mean, find it all out online. The only new thing was the puzzle cards, right? I think about the puzzle cards. It's a good divider in a box, I suppose. Fingered gloves. Nada, electromagnetic somersaults. Yeah, even this with the larger lightning images. Rare, and then junk. God, going to the heavy clamp box. All of these are ridiculous to open. Earth form, sigil conductivity. Yeah, conductivity. Let's try that again. Arcane Spike, and nada. Seriously. I'm pulling on this. Crazy. Oh, and also, which, well, it's not news now, right? Because this was before the, new announcement. But the, was it patent? Patent pending, yeah. Right? So they're up for renewal. Or they're, extending. Which makes more sense. Junk, res, and junk. Come on. I think I'm also less perturbed about the amount of bulk, because Runeblade and Wizard are my least played. Like, I won't go scrounging through other things. I just make it up from all this. Electric Magnetism. When this attacks, you may play a non-attack action card this chain link as though it were an instant. So, no, that's this chain link, isn't it? Yeah. It's still a really good effect. Because it gets outshined by the ones that, the chain links where you want to play the instants. But we'll have some utility. Res and nothing. Nope. Nope. Alright. Probably just grab scissors at this point. Cool. Mental Block. Instant discard this, prevent 2 damage. And the first time you prevent damage this way, create one token. Or just block for 2. I think that's a really nice block card. Them all having, really nice utility effects. Alternative uses for all instant alternative uses could be really good, and we'll get around, that one time everyone stuck it into the arsenal accidentally and screwed themselves, especially when they first came out. Another lightning form, smash up, common, and another art card. Yeah, it definitely feels like there's way too many sanctuaries. Rare, and for rare, and another cold foil, perfect. Hold Focus, the amp one. I think does look pretty. Right? Yeah. Oh, no. Right, just let me pack away the commons in bulk. Alright. Last box? Yeah, last box. Cool. We definitely sped up. Question is, anything juicy? I also do want to keep one pack. We're going into the habit of framing them. Definitely made easier when there's nothing spectacular about it. As in, there's not a whole set. Sorry, I have a tendency to say whatever pops into head. Even if it's, the wrong word, what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I do like this artwork, the autumn leaves falling. But I do miss the heroes. Hopefully there was nothing in that one. Come on. Alright. Can we get anything else to top off this case? Some Marvel would be nice. Junk. Rares. Junk. Hard card. Oh, sorry. I had the box on the keyboard. Just trying to move. I could probably close the TCG player. We're not finding anything worth looking up. Another go on the Flash. Well, there's definitely a playset. Oil rare. Does not go there. Oh, second adult. That's something. And also two. I will probably end up playing. Yeah, cool. Another lightning form. Ah, another machinations. Where are you sitting? Kind of feels like it could be first page. No, it would be first page. It does feel like it is a quite desirable Runeblade card. I think Runeblade and Wizard are another, somewhat unfavored heroes. Like, their communities are strong, but obviously not as rampant as some other heroes. Which hopefully the diverse playstyles from this set helps that along. Because I do think mechanically they're very interesting. That's not bad, machinations. Oh, another Eridence piece. Yes, Eridence. Two more reds. Smash up, lightning form, discharge, and aurora. Yeah. Just suddenly hit the heroes. I think we're just missing Florian, right? And then I do have all the adults. That's something. Is my second aurora though, so not that crazy. Rare, and just a common. Okay, blessings. Very interested to see if I got a full set of that yet. Oh, there's another one. Another channel as well. Another piece for Florian. I don't think I need that though. Or signed cards like MTG are. That also would have been good. Cold foil signatures. Common. Token. And another piece of Veridance. Rare, and another rare, no cold foil. Well, I think the first two boxes were the juicy ones. Nada, and some more nada. Cool, another Germinates. I do like finding playsets. And another Sanctuary. Rare. And Oslo's legs. You can call them legs. Nada. Ah. Interesting. Except I think the chest is probably one of the worst slots to get, right? Trying to think what else is in the... Yeah, no. Right, legs is giving up. Go again. Most cases. Arms is giving up some sort of buff. Head is giving up draw in some regard, usually. And then chest is resource generation. So this being cold foil. Probably not what we want. Still, interesting set of armor. I do kind of wish it had contract. Not contract, what's it called? Pay 2 silver, get it back mechanic. Although, I think that might have made it OP. Oh, no, not at all. Well, I think that's probably it for finding anything juicy. Yeah, nada. So I'll take the set of Fable. And the foil 10-foot tall, even if it's not the extended art. I very much enjoy playing around with this card. Especially in Blitz. I want to see if there's something with Assassin or Ranger and Mask of Malicious Manifestation to fetch it instantly and then pump it. But then also in like Big Aurora. Just cycling it back to hand, holding it. Oh, too far. Res, common. Ah, piece. Nada, nada. And more nada. Last few packs. For nothing. Bye-bye. Probably nothing as well. Sigil, Glyph, Blossom Decay, and a piece of the dress. Rare, rare. Whoa, count your blessings. Ah, now this card as well. I'm a bit more excited than most, I think. I think in Betsy it's okay. I think in Cheyenne it's kind of disgusting. Just another 4 attack for our arsenal with a very good effect. Definitely a strong card. I just still think Betsy doesn't have much of a backbone to utilize it. Alright, and lucky last gets us what? Rare, rare, and rare. I know. So, definitely not a bad set of pulls. It's missing Lightning Greaves. Find that somewhere. Be happy. God, let me figure out where to put everything. Oil, commons, oil. Oh, that was wrong. Oil rares. Sorry, I have like stuff sorted in the back here. A little, I don't know what to call it. Tray. Definitely wouldn't fit though. Let me guess. Alright. All stack of art cards. So in one case, the curiosity for me is more how many sanctuaries we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh, you shouldn't be there. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So 29, right, sanctuaries in a case. Compared to, again, printing more adult heroes. Slightly problematic in my eyes. Considering, again, the community continues to give that same essence of feedback. But it's 6 per box. So as long as there's more than 24, right, you hit the desired amount. So it's only slightly over. Alright. Gold foils. The Black Abdomen. Hold Focus. Twinkle Toes. Eh. But, of course, then we got Rainbow Foil Will. And a Cold Foil Will. Pretty nice. I do think it's a decent effect. And then these were from last time. Well, not last time for you, but last time for me. Except for the Aether Bindings of Third Age. Which is kind of cool. What's going on? He's riding runes and the bits of the gauntlet are coming off. Battle Worn, always nice, and then a really good instant effect. Archive Fortress. And just some other Jank Cold Falls in 3. 3 of the same Marvel. That was fun to pull. Alright. I think I'll do it then. First case of Rosetta, probably only case of Rosetta. It's definitely not worth getting more, right? You're just so significantly better off. If you want the Marvels, you'd literally buy all of them. Significantly less. And yeah, I do think it's just more evident than ever with how they're using the expansion slot, how they're, printing Majestics and the generics, that, just let people open en masse, just scoop up the cards you want. But do go to events, do play in the limited formats. They're doing a wonderful job in gearing boxes towards actual playability, which I think is fantastic. It does give them a little bit of longevity, right, for nostalgia drafting and everything. But I think that's a good enough ending spot, right? 2 wills. Kind of one in the center. We did get 3 adult heroes, that's also worth mentioning. Slightly above pull rate, I'd assume, though. Anyway, anyone hanging around or watching a post, thanks as always. That'll do it. Hope you enjoyed. See ya.